Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amelia Putri Hidayah. So in this video, I would like to review movie, and the movie that I review is Avatar 1 because Avatar has season 2, which is last year was launched. First, Avatar is a science fiction film, and Avatar managed to build a fantasy world very immaculate. The film really introduces all aspects in the film in a detailed way, starting from the reason the people came to Pandora, the history of Na'vi, and the background of a number of living things that existed in the fiction planet. The process of introductions of the fantasy world on this film also does not best descriptively to be able to bore. And as you can see, the explanation of every world aspects took place gradually throughout the film and always related to the main conflict of the film. And it feels like to be surprisingly many people are waiting for the presence of the sequel of the best-selling Hollywood film. And one of the factors that make Avatar becomes a phenomenal film when the release in 2009, and it's been 5 years ago. I think, yes, around 5 years ago. Its visual feels very luxurious rather than a number of releases that are released in the age. With the quality of image that is already remembered when released, the film also managed to provide a stunning watch experience, especially its 3D visual. Throughout the movie, we will be able to see the colorful view of Pandora and be able to accommodate our eyes, of course. And currently, there are actually many films with visually precious thanks to the technology that is increasingly sophisticated. However, the Avatar is worth mentioning as a new breakthrough when released. Avatar is 2009, one of 2009 when the release. It's one of American epic science fiction motion capture films written and directed by James Cameron and starring Sam Worthington, Joy Saldana, Stephen Lang, Michelle Rodriguez, Joel David, Giovanni Ribisi, and Sigourney Weaver. Following the film's success, Cameron signed with 20th Century Fox. In this part, I will through the movie a little bit. We will go through the movie a little bit. Okay. Cameron signed with 20th Century Fox to produce 2 sequels and making Avatar the first of the Planet trilogy. A former Marine named Jake Klimping selected to join the Avatar program and sent to another planet called Pandora. In Pandora, which is a Navi living, primitive animals are similar and have the ability as human beings. Navi Trip considers that the arrival of humans, the Earth, as a threat. Then the war broke out between the human world with Navi Trip because humans cannot breathe Earth directly on the planet Pandora. Then Jack was changed to figure like a tribe of Navi in order to mingle. And Jack also explored the planet Pandora after meeting with a woman named turned Navi Neytiri. After Jack known Neytiri, he fell in love with her, and finally, Jack is faced with a confused where he must decide which side should be defended as both a determinant of the fate, the Earth, and tribal Navi. This most experienced film deserve be given two names, of course, two names. The film Avatar the movie by director James Cameron is inviting a lot of admiration from the audience, of course. And Avatar is a semi-real film, meaning that part uses 3D animation, like I said, and although 3D animation in some scenes look cheap, as known as obviously animated, but I think, um, it's not too disturbing film Avatar as a whole. With Avatar the movie, James Cameron rewrote considered the King of the World movies, after previously also rocked the audience emotionally with Titanic movie. If you ask me, is it a great movie or one of a great movie? I might say I might say yes. Of course, yes, because it's a very amazing film I've ever seen. One of amazing film I've ever seen. There are no major plot holes I could see, and the technology is brilliant and used well. And also the setting itself is so gorgeous. Okay. Last word for me. Overall, I really like this movie because it's not make me bored to watch, and I think you guys should watch this movie too. Especially Avatar launched season 2 last year, and you guys have to watch season 2 for the next Avatar, and you can see how Navi trip life in the season 2, The Way of Water. So if I talk about the character that I like the most, is Jack Sully, because he is successful to survive with his struggle, and he really enjoyed being an avatar and help the scientists and the army. And the least character for me is Sutei, because he's so arrogant and he really doesn't like Jack Sully when Jack Sully success and survive being in Avatar and accepted in Navi. And the best scene for me is when Jack Sully success drive in Turok Makto, and the Navi trip was really proud of him. And the least scene for me is when the army trying to destroy the Navi trip, because that scene is start um, all broke in the Navi trip. The lesson that I learned from the movie is um, never give up and never stop trying, because when we failed in the situation, we can just try again and again to raise them. And I saw that from Jack Sully when he give up from his life, but he start to move on and start a new life. And I think I can learn from that scene. So that is a review movie from me. Have a great day and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.